Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam and this is Adam FPL, and today we bring you the Game Week 12 preview. And well, it looks like it's going to be time to try and pull this back, well, I'm at an incredibly low rank at the moment, currently 1.554913 in the world out of 7 million players, so it's been incredibly underwhelming. This is one of my lowest ranks in recent times, definitely in the last probably 3 seasons. But now we're going to have to pull this back, and we've got another 26 game weeks to do so. So let's get into the team for this week. We'll start off in goal. Nick Pope at home to West Ham. I think he's got a chance at a clean sheet here. I think there's a possibility. Again, Pope hasn't really been delivering in recent weeks, but you look at those next 3 fixtures: Watford away, Palace at home, and then West Ham at home this week. I think I will keep him for those 3 fixtures. I think there's potential of at least 1 clean sheet in there. Then we have Rico away to Newcastle. I've benched him the last week. I benched him against United. He's kept 3 clean sheets in a row, and he goes away to Newcastle, who aren't really a free-flowing scoring team at the moment, so pretty favourable fixture for Mr. Rico. Then we have Tomori at home to Crystal Palace. Palace actually a decent team away from home, so I'm kind of contemplating maybe putting Mount in there, and then Mount, if he doesn't play, then Tomori will come in. Mount did get an ankle knock, was taken off after 60 minutes. He did train this week apparently. However, there's a chance he might not start, as he'll be pushing on his fitness. Then we have Soyboy. I think Arsenal at home is a good fixture, to be honest. I don't really see much attacking threat from Arsenal. I just think offensively they're just not creating enough for me, and away from home they seem to struggle. And a similar thing for Lundstrom away to Tottenham. Sheffield United away from home are unbelievable defensively, especially away from home. And Lundstrom's been in such form at the moment, it's kind of hard to drop him, to be honest. And Tottenham kind of struggling a little bit, so I think I am going to start him this week. Given how many points he's returned, it's criminal to bench him at the moment. Then we have, well, I'll talk about them together, and that's Raheem Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, away to Liverpool, they're playing Mane, who's also in my team, and I just don't like that midfield. I feel like something needs to be changed there, but there's no player really that I really want to bring in. There's not really a standout player, so it's kind of difficult. I feel like I just got to stick with it. If there was one player I'd have to drop out of these 3, it would be Raheem Sterling, but I just brought him in last week. I've got to be patient. I keep flip-flopping and changing, and I just think it'd be better off to hold off this week, and then I can go into the international break with 2 transfers, which I think would be the wiser move. So that's the midfield. I think Mane has probably got the best shout, given his record at Anfield of getting a return, possibly. I think it's going to be a tight game, so I'm a bit concerned about that, to be honest. Then we have Vardy at home to Arsenal. He is going to be my captain. His record against Arsenal is pretty good, and his record against the top 6 is also pretty good. So I feel that Vardy would be a good captain choice for this week, and there's no real standout within my team, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy to go with Vardy, given the form he's on as well. I think it's a no-brainer given my team at the moment. Then we have Abraham at home to Crystal Palace. The reason why I've not captained him, well, first of all, I think Palace are a better team than, let's say, Norwich or Newcastle. And Abraham seems to be picking up his points at the moment away from home as opposed to at home. So I think I am going to stray away from Abraham captain this week. And then last but not least, it's Callum Wilson, who has blanked in his last 4 game weeks. And Bournemouth have only scored 1 goal in the last 4. This is probably his last chance for me away to Newcastle. If he doesn't score or get anything from this game, I think I am going to be taking him out. He's been a real frustrating player for me at the start of the season. We'll talk about potential replacements, but I am not going to be taking him out this week. I am going to save that transfer, I think, now for the international break. Then we have Mount on the bench, we've already discussed. Then we have Cantwell at home to Watford and Diop away to Burnley. I don't think neither are going to come into my team, to be honest. Diop, again, another player that I could be taking out this week. So, in terms of transfer plans, I am not going to be making any transfers this week. We'll just pull out my watch list here on the right. So, so the two players that I do want to be getting rid of, which I'm not going to do this week, that's going to be Callum Wilson and Papa Bouba Diop. So that leaves me 12.6 million in the bank. I do want to get a Liverpool defender. I'm feeling Robertson over Alexander-Arnold. I just love those fixtures after Man City, Palace away, Brighton at home, Everton at home. I feel like the clean sheets are going to come, the attacking returns. Of course, he doesn't play in Gameweek 18, as you can see. But I think those fixtures are too good, and I feel like I have to bring him in. So the plan would be Robertson coming in, and then I would downgrade Callum Wilson to a cheaper striker. As you can see, I've shortlisted 3 cheaper strikers here. First of all is Andre Ayew. He's managed to get 4 goals in 11 game weeks, which isn't bad for a player at 5.1 million. You look at his fixtures as well. After Liverpool and Chelsea, he's got a decent run up till 21. So maybe a player to bring in. Then we also have Lys Mousset. He's starting to hit a bit of form. He went and got 3 assists at home to Burnley, and he got his first star of the season. And on top of that, again, similar to Ayew, after the next 2, he's got a really good run going into the Christmas break. Then we have Connolly as well, another player at 4.7 million. I think he could be a really good bench player. Yes, his fixtures look difficult, but in terms of a player who's going to be on the bench playing, he could be another one to come in. So that's really the plan. There's no real other players at the moment that I'm thinking about taking out. I guess the only one would be Raheem Sterling, but it's too difficult. He's at such a price bracket. I'm just thinking, who could I bring in? There's not really anyone stand out, and I'm looking at the fixtures this week. There's no real standout team which I think is going to smash. So I'm going to stick with it as it is. I'm not expecting too much this week. However, this is going to be my team. It's going to be Jamie Vardy as the captain. Oh no, we don't want Sterling on the bench. Bloody hell. Yeah. It is tempting, to just bench Sterling, because away to Liverpool, he doesn't really do anything against Liverpool, against his old club. He's never delivered the goods. But I think I'm going to keep it like that. This is probably going to be my final team. I'm definitely not making any transfers. But yeah, you can see my plan for the long term. This has been Adam FPL. We've got one more thing, and that is the player to watch. I did come up with a player to watch a couple of weeks ago in Yarmolenko, who went on to do really well. I'll just show you. Of course, he's dropped off a bit now, but as you can see here, he got a goal against Norwich, a goal against Man United, a goal against Bournemouth, and he also delivered against Sheffield United as well. So he's had a decent run. In terms of the player to watch this week, well, I'm going to go with a goalkeeper, believe it or not, and I'm going to go with somebody who, well, I think he's a bit outside the box, to be honest. I don't think many people have really considered him, and that's the Tottenham goalkeeper, Paulo Gazzaniga. Now, I'm thinking if you need a goalkeeper, I think he could be a really good shout. He makes a lot of saves. He looked decent against Ajax in the week. He's only 4.5 million for a Tottenham goalkeeper. Whether they be in mid-table, top 6, wherever they're going to be in the table, I still think that's an absolute steal. Lloris is going to be out till at least New Year, and even then he's going to be pushing fitness, so it's going to be a couple of months. And I just think that run for a goalkeeper at 4.5 playing for Tottenham, I think he's a player. I think there's a player there, a good fantasy asset to bring in. If I had the transfers to do it, I would do it, but I've got other players that I really need to be putting out, so that's going to be me. That's my player to watch. And this has been Adam FPL. Until next time. Peace!